Justice. I'm no.
Okay, you're not gonna keep disrespecting this
It's
man.
just not happening. Justice.
He said, "I'm turning this off."
Just
Holy shit,
it's not happening.
bro! I tried to open my eyes and only one eye opened. That was so crazy. What if I was never ever to open my fucking eyeball?
Can you like go to bed?
Bro, my head is spinning. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Bam, bam. Go, go, Power Rangers. Keep us together. Memorize forever. A coffee cake touched me in inappropriate places one day. That shit hit different. You help me, please.
Justice, you want to deal with him? Cause I don't.
He's lying. Kenji loves me. Yes, Kenji loves me. The Discord tells me so. Ooh.
It's just in Monsters Inc. in his head. Mike Wazowski, Mike Wazowski.
Nobody scared of Mike
いらっしゃいませ。
Wazowski.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
I wanna eat some more Doritos. I'm too lazy. Bro, someone fed me right now. That'd be so fire.
Back to it.
ありがとうございました。
You would have thought that Kenji was gonna try to feed you.
Oh,
You want to use your energy to eat. Isn't that counterproductive because you eat to get energy, but you eat the energy to eat? What if I never have energy? Am I dying?
You're having high thoughts right now. Just stop talking.
Shout out to all my kids that I'm not okay out
What are you saying?
there.
Tori-san?
Oh, I didn't notice you there, Yagami-san.
Don't tell me you're using a phone camera to take pictures for your article.
Fell off the parrot.
Resolution on these things is plenty high nowadays.
My heart goes out to
You have a problem?
Not really, no. Just didn't know sensationalist food columns were a thing.
I only report on things that interest me. That's my professional philosophy.
Like I lost the parrot.
Well, is it gonna take a while? I'm here to talk.
I'm usually hiding in the laundry.
Don't worry, I'll be done soon. All right, I'm done. Thanks for stopping by, Yagami-san.
Whoa. Oh my god, I'm tripping.
Kinda strange sharing a bowl of ramen with you. I thought the day would never come.
Just close your
Can
eyes.
you not?
Relax, Yagami-san.
You think if I shave all my hair off, I can be the baby?
Are you still working for Kajihira?
I'm not sure I'd go that far. He just calls me in for favors every now and again. Helps to be on good terms with the guy.
You want to repeat
For
what you
my
said?
job, you know? Uh-huh. It'd be nice to be close with you too, Yagami-san. I heard you were the one who discovered Shintani Sensei's corpse, after all.
This is still like the baby. I should have shaved.
I'm here to talk 89.
Could I be the
If
baby?
that's not
Oh,
what this
wait,
is
you
about,
gotta-
I'm not
you
sticking
gotta
around.
fade, huh?
All right, all right. But you'll owe me for this.
Just forget it, you think. Just let me be.
No comment.
Generally, drug development starts with the discovery of a compound that can treat a given disease. That compound becomes the candidate for a drug. They then test its effects on animals, after which the drug heads to clinical trials. Which is a nicer way of saying human experimentation, by the way. As for the process, it can take years, sometimes even longer, to ensure a drug is truly safe for public
Have you ever
consumption.
thought in Avatar
Yeah, it's tough. I get
when
it.
they're doing like airbending and earthbending?
Before
they put
now,
all that shit together
Alzheimer's
and
drugs
throw
have
some,
only
like,
been able to slow the
yard music.
progress of the
It would look be
disease.
killing it.
None can cure it completely. But Director Tito's 89 proved remarkably effective at doing just that when tested on mice. If it
Stop
can work on
talking.
humans as well, maybe we can finally kiss Alzheimer's goodbye. At least, that's what
They
the
will
paper
low-key
that
be
published
killing
a year
it.
ago claimed.
Interesting.
They would.
Yagami-san,
You see when
in this country, 1 in
the
4
Uncle
people
Cheeky
over
and
the
Zuko have
age
to
of 80
redirect
is
lightning,
affected by
that's
dementia.
easily. Hey,
That means
hold
for a
on,
couple in their
that's a two-step.
50s, there's a good chance that one of
Like
their
a program.
parents has
You got
it.
a two-step program
And
right
the
there.
odds that one member of that couple will develop it themselves is
You got a little
50-50.
pop lock to that.
No
Bang
matter
bang.
how you look at it,
Right there.
dementia is an inescapable
You
issue.
can probably go
If I ever
1v1 versus
experienced
Chris
symptoms
Brown.
myself, I'd go to the doctor straight away.
And I've seen Zuko still in
In
his
some
head.
cases, they can slow the
I know
progress
he got
enough
moves
that you can even keep
on that
working.
bald head of his.
I guess my point is, dementia is not something to fear. It's a
Ain't
possibility
nothing wrong
to
with being
prepare
bald,
for.
people.
Our biggest enemy is ignorance and apathy. Kinda reminds me of someone.
Yeah, if you say so.
Good. I'd like to give you a rundown of what exactly Alzheimer's is then. You interested?
What are you playing, Ken?
Well, you're gonna, even if I say no, right?
You bet I would. Now let's begin. Out of all the diseases that can cause dementia, Alzheimer's accounts for roughly 70%
I'm gonna
of
fart on
cases.
one ingredient
It's
of all
believed
you
to be
toast.
brought about by buildup of a protein
right.
called amyloid beta in the brain. When that happens, nerve cells start dying off and the brain begins to atrophy.
Never mind.
So to put this in layman's terms, waste buildup kind of shrinks the brain.
That's one way to put it, yes. But even that is just a theory at this point. There's still much to learn about Alzheimer's.
And when your brain shrinks,
Your memory is impaired. Let me explain. There are 3 processes involved in memory: coding, storage, and retrieval. Alzheimer's impairs the first step, encoding. This makes it near impossible to remember new things. I'll give you an example that stuck with me. When doctors asked a dementia patient the date, they had no problem producing the correct answer. But when asked the year, the patient said 1952. Their mind was stuck decades in the past. You see, dementia not only inhibits new memories, but jumbles the ones you already have as well.
I think I understand.
Good.
Bro,
So how exactly does 89 cure Alzheimer's?
According to their
Oh,
research,
no.
when they
Philip
injected
City
89
Hell.
into the test mice, it brought about a process known as autophagy.
Which is what?
It's a Greek word that means self-devouring. That's what your body starts to do to its own proteins.
Are you done?
In other words, all the
Bro.
amyloid beta built up in the mice's
Have a
brains
choice,
began
man.
to instantly break
shit
down.
about
Instantly.
Yes.
It
And
was
once
the
it was
most
all
scary thing I've
gone,
ever had.
their
I listened
Alzheimer's
to
stopped
Kid Cudi
progressing
talk to a few to see
entirely.
what happened, and I swear it
The
was
most
going
shocking
so
thing is
slow
that even
that
brain
my
cells which
heartbeat
had
was
lost
matching it.
function
That was
were
for
able
sure.
to
I was
recover.
not getting a
As one
sufficient amount of
researcher
blood
put
going
it,
through my
it's
body.
as though the
I was
brain
for
turns
sure I
on a
couldn't breathe.
backup
I was gonna
generator.
die.
If they can bring about similar effects in humans,
They'll have a cure for Alzheimer's.
Hey, Justice, you wanna
that's
smoke with this
right.
guy? Cause
There are millions of patients worldwide, and
you're
that
so
number is
different.
growing steadily every day. If they actually complete this drug, it could truly change the world as we know it. It's nothing short of a dream drug for both buyers and sellers.
If you ask me, sounds too good to be true.
Excuse me?
I mean, the vice director of the ADDC suspected something fishy was going on with it. But when he started digging around, someone offed him to keep their secret safe. Made it look like a brawl so nobody would get suspicious.
What kind of secret are we talking?
Like the drug's effects being falsified.
No, there's no chance of that.
Huh? How do you know?
Since the announcement of 89, countless animal tests have proven successful. It's no fabrication. One test after another, they've proven its viability.
And you're sure?
Yes. I'm of the mind they should push forward faster, even if the paper was a little rough around the edges. After all, dementia drugs are being developed all around the world. It would be a shame if someone beat them to the punch, both for the ADDC and for Japan. Kido-san is far too cautious.
What is wrong
No
with
time to
you?
be testing on animals. They need to move to clinical trials and get
Pay
this thing
attention.
right.
All yours.
By which you mean
Experimenting on humans.
human experimentation.
Bro, it feels like I can feel myself think,
Wait.
and I can feel like
What's
the
wrong?
good part. I'm thinking like, okay, this is what I should do.
Nothing.
Let me give
Just,
you.
are
And
you
then, but when
absolutely
it's, like,
sure there's nothing off about
transferring,
89?
I can feel like a
I
rendering
guess
block.
there is
and
an
it
interesting
just
detail
stops
I
there.
noticed.
I can't complete it.
Kido-san is listed as the sole author of the 89
That's what thought.
research. But in truth, he only put his name on the paper to lend it credibility. The key
What was it? Oh, yeah,
researcher was
shoot.
someone else entirely. A guy you know too, man by the name of
What kind of
Shono.
breath really took?
So the one I want.
Number
Shono,
7.
huh? So you're saying Shono's the creator of 89?
Seems so. The paper would never have gained such worldwide traction without Kido-san, though.
My legs are actually.
They needed a leading expert to rubber stamp the research and make it seem more official.
Touch my baguette.
That kind of thing is pretty common, though. Not really.
Just stop talking. Just going.
Bro, why does one story lead
Shono.
to another story?
What's your role in all of this?
I thought about that.
Shut up. Shut up. At first then, Kakarot. Would you touch my spaghetti? Like, what did they have to do? He won't ever stop. He's not going to stop.
Yo, welcome back.
Black Death.
Hey there, Yagami-san.
The gang's all here, huh?
How did things
You know
go with
black people don't
Hattori-san?
get justice.
Did you learn anything useful?
And justice
Yeah,
isn't black.
I guess.
So why is that your name, stupid? Don't bother writing in chat. I'm not looking.
Wait, are you saying there isn't actually anything up with
Sorry.
89?
That's what Hattori said, yeah.
This is the first time I'm hearing about Kido not really being involved, though. It's possible Shono's hiding the truth from even him.
Good stuff.
Maybe. But
Good
first,
stuff.
One term in particular stuck with me from my chat with Hattori-san.
Which is?
Quite.
Human experimentation.
Go on.
Apparently, 89 is just about ready to be tested on real human subjects.
Well, that's gross. Side effects include...
Thirst. Fuck. Okay, I'm getting up to get the juice on this one. Yeah. Go on. Let go. Yeah. I made it, bro.
You need help. You need help.
I made it.
I paused the whole game just to hear what you were doing. I paused the whole game, turned you up just to hear everything you're doing. You need help.
I made it to get the juice, bro.
You said- They're grabbing me. You need help. Somebody is grabbing you.
Floating, blindness, and death, right?
Knock it off.
Sorry.
Don't make me
What's
laugh.
bothering you about that, Yagami-san?
Fucking stupid ass
Well,
drink.
It's just... I've just been thinking... What if all these murders were secretly experimental trials for 89?
You're serious?
If Shono's the one behind all this...
What? You think this guy Shono went out, hired an assassin, and started killing people?
Alright, Justice. See you later.
Guess it's a bit of a stretch, huh?
Even if these people were test cases, why would Shono have to murder them? This is a dementia drug, not some kind of chemical weapon.
No, but what if it really did have some kind of crazy side effects, though? Like, they didn't want to kill the people, but they ended up dying anyways.
It was perfectly fine when they tested it on mice, though. If it ended up killing someone, then... Wait a sec.
Yeah, wait a sec is right. We're on the same page here.
What if 89 was completely harmless to mice, but lethal when introduced into the human body?
Oh my god.
If that was the case, they'd need to perform a ton of experiments to make sure it was fixed. Which is why they killed all those Kyorei guys.
Alright, buddy, you just got to be hydrated.
Back it up.
Keep drinking,
If they're testing a drug, wouldn't they want to use it on an actual patient? I mean, it's not like those Kyorei guys all had Alzheimer's or anything.
That's true.
Ooh.
Actually, it says here that they test new drugs on healthy humans as well. They're the control group to make sure the drug is safe.
Yeah, eventually. It wouldn't make any damn sense if we started anyone but real patients, though.
But
Just give it a rest. Try taking this seriously for once.
We are taking this seriously.
Says the
Power
dumbass
within.
kid who keeps spouting tinfoil
Power
hat
within.
shit about goddamn
Power
human
within.
experiments.
The only dumbass here is the guy who can't consider all the possible options.
Oh, is that right? Next you're gonna tell me they experimented on old man Waku too. Fucking idiots.
Fuck around, you know, I'm watching Ross in my bed.
That incident 3 years ago at the
It's fucking
ADDC,
cold,
the
bruh.
guy who
Got the
died,
covers on
Waka-san.
me.
Didn't he have Alzheimer's?
Hey,
Are you done?
I think you're onto something.
Huh?
The power was
think about it, Kaito-san. Waku-san was an Alzheimer's patient at the center. We know for a fact that Okubo didn't kill him, but they never tracked the real murderer down.
Alright, cool your fucking jets. That happened 3 years ago. 89 didn't even exist back then.
True, it was only announced last year. But all the research that went into that paper would have reached way
the
further
world
back.
stopped.
Huh? Wait, are we really onto something?
It's hard to say for sure, but it's
Calculating
worth looking
it,
into at the very
calculating it,
least.
calculating. Getting it right now. Oh, I remember the question again. No, I don't. God damn.
I have a few
It
more
was something
thoughts about this
about-
whole human experimentation theory.
I
Mind if
think
we
it was like
continue?
if the world, because you know how it's rotating at
Sure.
like 18,
Let's do it.
like something miles per hour. It's like a big number. It's like 18 something. And we stay on the floor because of the
Okay,
magnetic
so,
pull or the whatever gravity.
Let's say Shono did
You know,
experiment
if the
on
world were
Wakusan.
to stop
Why would he do that?
rotating,
They normally do a lot more to
we would
ensure a
just
drug is
slide,
safe
hit the
before it
wall,
enters
and just
clinical
explode.
trials. What was his motive for testing it then?
Yeah?
I don't think I explained that right.
Yeah.
Maybe he wanted to try his groundbreaking new drug on a real live
I
human as soon
mean,
as
like,
possible.
because it's
If it worked,
rotating.
he'd have the cure.
Right.
And he'd
But
have
if
it
it
without
stopped
dealing with all the
rotating,
red tape these things go
the whole
through.
world would keep
Would
moving
have saved
and
him
rotate
years.
like a push.
That's
Just
possible.
because he stopped pushing you, you
I
still
guess
got the
Shono
extra
was
force
surrounded
after.
by dementia patients.
So we would just
One little
slide
test
at
wouldn't
like
be a big
a
deal,
bajillion
and
miles
if
per
it
hour
succeeded,
into like
his drug
the
would save the
closest,
world.
sturdiest thing that's harder
If it
than our
meant curing
bones.
Alzheimer's sooner,
we just
he might have
fucking
been okay accepting the risk.
squish, squish.
But instead of doing what it was meant to
Get
do,
demolished.
89 had a horrible side effect.
So let's pray that
Death.
never happens. Yeah.
The more I think about it, the more
Shut
it
it.
feels like this is how it all went down.
It's starting to make sense.
But now, even though he knows the risks, he's still experimenting and using the mole to do it. I know this is all just a theory, but the pieces all seem to fit together.
You got a favorite game, Kenji? Oh, I think I know it already.
Going down that path, Yagami-san, that means Okubo really was innocent, yeah? But he murdered his girlfriend right after. I mean, that's why he's on death
Bro, I
row.
have a
Quit it,
vivid
Sugiura.
vision
We'll get to that
that
later.
just came to me right now
Yeah.
about how you look. I should have just drew it out, but my pen
So,
and
to
pad,
summarize our theory
my
so far,
pad, my pen,
it all started
my
3 years
pad-
ago
God,
when Shono
Jesus.
accidentally killed
my
a patient
pen
during an
and my
89
paper
test.
somewhere else.
But those tests are still ongoing.
Sorry, bro.
That's why Hamura had all those Kyorei guys killed.
Stop
But
talking.
wait, how would a guy like Shono get wrapped up with
Put it in my
Yakuza
pad,
and
put it in my
assassins?
pad.
Your run-of-the-mill researcher wouldn't have the cash
Doesn't
or
mean
connection for that
increase.
shit.
But what if someone close to him did?
Someone Shono knows who's got Yakuza
You
ties?
put socks on right
Who could
now.
that be?
Don't talk to me.
Kenji.
Yusuke Kido, director of the ADDC.
Oh, I see what you mean. Kido would have access to ADDC funding. There's even been talk of him having ties to the Yakuza somehow, right?
You think anyone ever
I
wants
think
to
you've
hurt
cracked
them?
it, Yagami-san.
You just want
It
to see
had to
real
be
life do
Kido.
fireball jutsu. They put
I
that
don't
thing
know
on
if
their
that's really
head.
true.
Just blue.
Why?
Think back
And
to
then
the
it works, they
89
just watch
press
their hands
conference.
just crumble.
You remember the look on Kido's face?
Get burnt to
He was so
smithereens.
proud, innocent even. But if he knew about all this human
That's
experiment
a really
shit,
good YouTube video.
no way he'd look like that.
He'll probably get demonetized.
Kid's
so.
got a point.
Then maybe he was only told about the experiments after the conference took
The whole
place.
world is of him.
That would still make sense, right?
Uh,
First, Shono gets Kido to sign off on the 89 paper and publicly gives him all the credit. Thrilled about the possibilities, Kido proudly presents the research at that press conference. There's no turning back after that, even if he found out about the experiments. That's probably how Shono got Kido on his side. He then used Kido's funding and connections to bring in Hamura and the Mole. It feels like all the pieces are falling into place.
That means Kido's not actually the one in charge.
Right. Shono is behind everything.
Let's say you're right. When did Shono start using this guy? When was the mole's first murder?
Probably Hashki's death 6 months ago.
And why do you say that?
Hashiki inching closer to the truth about 89 is a serious problem for Shono. But as we know, Shono was in a taxi at the time of the beating. Meaning someone else must have been responsible for Hashiki's death.
The man in the black raincoat. He's the mole?
Yeah. Only the best of the best assassins would have the skill to do what they did to Hashiki.
Can't argue with that.
Who knows how close Hashiki was to finding out about the human experimentation before he died.
Yeah, and if he had, that would have been the end of the line for Shono. Seems like a plausible motive to me.
So what, everything just makes sense? I don't know.
If you have something to say it.
I mean, this is still just a theory, right? It all sounds almost too convenient.
What do you mean?
If Shono killed Wakusan at the ADDC 3 years ago, then Okubo, the primary suspect in the case, would be totally in the clear.
Yep. Already proved that in court, remember?
But Okubo, he killed his girlfriend right after. He stabbed her over and over. Even set the place on fire. Reeked of booze, too, even though he was supposed to be dry. Defend him all you want. But the guy's a murderer. That's why the whole thing was such a big deal. Everyone realized the court made a mistake. It took the death of an innocent girl for them to realize that Okubo probably did it after all. Yet here you are, claiming the court got it right, claiming Okubo's innocent. But you just don't want to feel responsible for Emi Terasawa's death. That's it, isn't it?
Enough, Sugiura! You're way out of line, and you don't know shit!
Look, I know I get swept up in my emotions pretty easily sometimes. All the same, I'm trying to be fair here.
Are you?
So if we want to treat Yagami-san's theory like it's the truth, then we'll have to figure out whether or not Okubo is innocent. If he actually killed Wakusan.
And how are you suggesting we do that?
It's simple. We just go to Okubo and ask if he did it.
You want to talk to him face to face? Meeting with a death row inmate isn't that easy.
A lawyer like you should have no problem setting that up, right?
He can't stand me, though. From day one, Okubo insisted he was innocent, that he didn't kill Emi. But I abandoned him. Told him he'd be better off just giving up.
Fine. But that's a pretty weak excuse for not going to talk to him now. If you really want to pursue this case, you don't have a choice, Yagami-san.
Well?
Hoshino-kun,
Yes?
let's go talk to Okubo. Think you can arrange that for me?
I can try. Let me get in touch with the prison.
Thanks. I'll be at Genda's if you want to find me. Looking over the old case files.
All right.
Need something?
Mind if I look over a case file? The ADDC one from 3 years ago. I'm seeing Okubo soon.
Huh? What do you mean you're seeing Okubo?
Hold on. I'll go pull the documents up.
Thanks, Sari-san.
How's it going, Yagami-san?
Oh, not bad. What do you have there?
The files for Emi Terasawa's case. I thought they might be useful too.
Well,
Yagami-san, I think you should look them over if you're going to talk to Okubo. If you really don't need them, just leave them here. I'll put everything back later.
Emi Terasawa, 26 years old at time of death. December 2nd, 2015, about 11 p.m. Her body is found on the second floor of a burnt-out apartment building. 15 stab wounds to the chest, presumably inflicted while she was still alive. Cause of death? Blood loss. No ash in her lungs, so she didn't inhale any smoke. Emi died before the fire started. Shinpei Okubo, the victim's boyfriend and roommate, was found at the scene and arrested. Murder weapon is thought to be a kitchen knife. It was covered in Okubo's prints. Okubo was wasted out of his mind when firefighters arrived at the apartment.
Okubo-san is not a violent person. And he hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
But Okubo claims he doesn't remember ever drinking, that he woke up surrounded by flames. He's pleaded innocence from day one.
Yagami. Do you really have to do this? Go see Okubo, I mean.
Yeah, looks like I do.
But why?
I need to know if he was really innocent. If he killed Waku-san 3 years ago. I'm going to find the truth, Kenta-sensei.
What? In just one little prison chat?
Well, either way, I never felt like I closed the book on this. I should have done this years ago. I mean, yeah, I defended him in court. But we didn't have anything definitive to prove his innocence. The only thing the ruling said was that they couldn't conclusively prove his guilt. Meaning for the public at large, he as good as did it. Okubo got laid off from his job, and had his personal details smeared all over the internet.
Yeah.
The guy barely even went outside. Couldn't sleep at night without his pills. But I didn't ask him about any of that. Didn't really care either. Until one day, Okubo gave up his years of sobriety, started drinking, and stabbed his girlfriend to death.
And what? You think that's your fault?
I helped set a murderer loose on the world. In other words, Emi died because of me.
I'm not gonna let you do this to yourself. Do you remember your dad's last case? Must have been almost 20 years ago. Do you, Yagami?
Yeah. No way I could forget.
The defendant in that case raped and murdered a 15-year-old girl. At least that's what they said he did. Everyone in the damn country thought that guy deserved to get executed. No thoughts of innocence, except from your dad. You know how it all went down after that. He gave the prosecution what for. Your dad never compromised his ideals, no matter what. He said a lawyer's job isn't discovering the truth, or even knowing it. It's proving the prosecution doesn't have enough evidence to convict. Do you understand? That's how he saw the defense's role. It takes some real guts to say that. That's why you looked up to him. And you would have never become an attorney without his influence.
In the beginning, sure I did. But you know, a lot happened afterward. With my dad, and with me too.
Yeah.
It's possible the defendant actually was guilty. Raped the girl, killed her in cold blood. He disappeared almost immediately after the trial. So, all of the hatred, all of the anger people felt, was thrown onto my dad. Not long after, he and my mom were killed by the victim's father.
Even so, I don't think your old man did anything wrong. Our job's showing that the prosecution doesn't have enough evidence, not finding the truth. And when you defended Okubo the first time around, that's exactly what you did. Listen to me, Yagami. You didn't do anything wrong.
Sure, I get what you're saying. But a girl burned to death because I was good at my job. Ever think about how that feels?
What?
It's easy to sit back and tell me I did nothing wrong, but put yourself in my shoes. Could you say you did the right thing?
That's enough! How long are you gonna let this dominate your life?
For as long as I live. Yagami speaking.
Hey, it's Hoshino. I've arranged our chat with Okubo. Meet me at the taxi stand on West Shichifuku Street. I'm on my way there now.
Got it. Thanks. I appreciate the concern.
I've said all I wanted to say. It's fine. I half knew you weren't gonna listen anyway.
Genda-sensei.
Hmm?
You and I both saw what happens when you don't pursue the truth. I can't let that go. I won't.
Over here, Yagami-san. We're finally going to see Okubo. Go ahead and get in, Yagami-san.
どちらまで行かれますか？それでは出発いたします。
Long time no see, Yagami-sensei.
Yeah. It's been a while.
I apologize. I've been alone all this time. Talking is...
Don't worry. We're not in a rush here.
You look so different.
Yeah. I haven't been back in the courtroom since the last day of our case.
Meaning you're not a lawyer?
Not quite. I'm a detective. In Kamurocho. Pays the bills, you know.
And that's all my fault?
Hey. Sorry. This isn't what I came here to talk about today. 3 years ago, at the ADDC, did you actually murder Waku-san or not?
What? Yagami, I don't understand. You know I'm innocent. I didn't murder Waku-san. Or Emi-chan. Why won't you listen to me? I told you time and time again, I didn't kill anyone! Why won't people just believe me?
The prosecution had more than enough evidence to convict you for Emi's murder. It was an open and shut case. There was nothing we could do.
Of course not. How am I gonna win when my own lawyer doesn't believe I'm innocent? Don't think I couldn't tell. Every time you went up there and tried to clear my name, you looked like you were gonna puke.
So, Okubo-san, you really didn't do it either time?
That's what I've been saying all along.
My name is Hoshino from the Genda Law Office. If you don't mind, we have a theory about the ADDC incident you were on trial for.
I do mind. It doesn't have anything to do with me.
But don't you want to know who really killed Waku-san?
It was an ADDC researcher by the name of Yoji Shono.
I remember him. But you're saying he did it? Why, though?
Here, let me explain. Waku-san's death was an 89-related accident. That's our theory, at least. The drug must have killed him on the spot. Shono panicked, searching for a place to hide the body.
Which led him to my truck, huh?
Yeah. It must have been the only option he could think of. Things may have turned out differently had you actually reported finding Waku-san's body. But as we both know, that's not what happened.
So all this was because I buried the body?
It was a better stroke of luck than Shono could have ever asked for. After all, the cops never even suspected him.
God damn it! I don't know what the hell I was thinking back then. It all happened so fast. I opened the truck, and the body was there. Naturally, I panicked. The police never would have believed I didn't kill the guy. Of course not. Why would they? I already had a criminal record, too. I was a fool.
Okubo. So you really were innocent after all, huh?
Do you even need to ask?
I guess not. Thank you.
Yagami-san?
Yagami-sensei! What about Emi? Aren't you gonna ask me about her? I told you before I never would have killed her!
I want to believe you. I really do. But I already did everything I could. I searched non-stop for some kind of hint. But a guy can only spend so long poring over burnt scraps of evidence. After 3 years, I'm not holding out much hope.
So... guess the real killer is still out there. Just biding his time, waiting for my execution. How are you and I gonna face Emi in the afterlife? Come on, man! Tell me how!
Yagami-san.
What's up?
I think I'm gonna head back to Gendon's. What are you up to tonight?
Not sure yet. I think maybe I'll swing by Tender. I could use a drink.
Yagami-san.
I'll be alright. Later, Hoshino-kun.
We're just asking the dude the question over and over and over and over and over.
So, I
no
hear you're
sense.
defending Ayube.
Kuroiwa.
I had to come congratulate you myself on your triumphant return to the
Don't even
court.
trust this dude. Back up.
I'm not gonna be the one defending him. Just help him with the investigation.
Wasn't Shintani-sensei your mentor? You're helping to free the man who murdered him. Are you confused or just desperate for a few scraps off the table? But it wouldn't be the first murder you've set loose in our city. Not a good look.
Ayube didn't kill Shintani.
His gun begs to differ. The rifling matches the marks on the bullet.
Yeah, that's how the real killer framed him for it. If you seriously can't see that, then I'm not the confused one here.
Say what you will.
Who the fuck?
Hello? You need something?
More or less.
Doesn't look like you're here to talk.
That's right. Your little detective game's over, Yagami.
Wait, who is that? Yagami-san!
Hoshino-kun, stay back!
Huh?
This guy's dangerous.
I can see that.
Let's yell my name right there. Loud as day. When I'm about to get attacked. Why is there a crowd?
Die, Yagami!
Okay. On. Nice little kick. What the fuck is this?
You scared?
Oh, he tripping. Nope. Ooh, look at the damage. Ooh, sit down. Yank. Please. Oh my god. Get up. Dude. Ooh.
Damn it!
Yagami-san, are you okay?
I'm fine. But that guy wasn't messing around.
What do you mean?
He would have killed me for sure if I let him.
Maybe one of Hamura's men?
What's up, Doc? How'd your chat with Okubo go?
Listen, someone just tried to murder me. Probably sent by Hamura.
What?
Watch your back, Kaito-san. Where are you now?
Right by the office. Got Sugiura with me, too.
Don't go back there. Not now.
All right. I got a place.
Oh yeah?
KJR, the Kyorei HQ. Hamura ain't gonna touch us there.
Wait, you're gonna go there after we beat the crap out of Shioya and his whole crew in that club? You think they'll just let us hang out?
Of course I do. We've got Kajihiro on our side. We'll go on ahead. Get your ass over there quick, yeah?
Sounds like we're meeting at KJR.
I heard.
Well, let's go.
Here.
This is the Kyorei clan headquarters, right?
Last I checked.
Oh, this is gonna shave some years off my life.
I'm nervous too.
Yagami-san, who's your little buddy?
I'm, Hoshino, sir. From the Genda Law Office.
Uh-huh. Well, Kaito-san's already here. Sorry to say Shioya's out of the office, but Murase will be glad to entertain you.
Can you not
Come
smoke
on in.
my face? I just
What?
Y'all got a problem? Looking. Smoking up. Oh. Who the fuck are you? Oh, you're smoking in here too. Like. On. Oh. Bruh. Oh. Are they on the roof? What? Well, if you don't move. The fuck?
Well, if it isn't Yagami-sensei. Come in. Come in! Huh? Sorry about how rude we've been to you till now. Chairman Kajihira's told us to do whatever you say.
Listen to this, Doc. I asked for a massage and he actually gave me one. I had you all wrong, Murase. You're just a big teddy bear.
Don't get too carried away, Kaito-san.
Maybe I'll see if Shioya will massage me next.
I'm gonna say that's probably a bad idea. Anyway, go on and take a load off.
So Okubo really didn't kill Waku-san all those years ago.
If his reaction's anything to go by.
He might not have even killed his girlfriend. At least that's how it looked to me.
Huh?
I'd rather not go there right now.
I've been wondering, Yagami-sensei. Who is that guy?
You curious?
Can't blame a guy for asking, can you?
Well, apparently he's afraid of Yakuza. Better to just leave him alone.
Well, okay then.
So, Shono's looking more suspicious every day.
About time for a good old face-to-face.
Judging from our last visit, we won't be able to get an appointment with Shono or Kido.
And we won't make an appointment. All we do is wait in the lobby, then ambush Shono when he comes out.
A stakeout, huh? That's my kind of job.
Actually, you're gonna be staying back.
Huh?
I mean, they'd catch on in a heartbeat if they saw a tough guy like you standing around. And Hoshino-kun, you should go back to Genda's.
Okay, but...
Alright then, sounds like I'm tagging along.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, Yagami-san.
You asked.
Oh my god.
What a waste.
Man, this place is fucking huge.
Keep it close to your chest, Sugiura. We're supposed to blend in, remember? Now let's settle down and wait for Shono.
But what if you already went home? Come on, let's ask somebody. I don't want to sit here all night if he's never coming out.
Good point.
Let's go, Yagami-san.
Excuse me, do you mind if I ask you something?
Yes?
Is Shono-san from the 89 team still here?
Oh, most likely. He's always one of the last researchers to leave. Do you have an appointment with him, sir?
Not exactly, no.
Oh, Yagami-san, good evening.
Oh, you're...
Hashimoto. I showed you to Shono's lab the other day.
Oh, right. Good to see you.
Do you need something more from him?
Well...
Yagami-san, there he is. It's Shono.
Gotta run. Where is he?
Over there, by the stairs. Let's go, Yagami-san.
Bro, you keep saying, let's go. this cat. I'll be outside somewhere.
Hey.
Either. Oh, all these chairs. What is going on?
Suspicious. Hey. What the?
I'm supposed to see when I.
Suspicious. What the? Hey. What the? Suspicious. Hey.
That's
What
him.
the?
Oh
Hey.
my.
Found him.
Back.
Looks like he's talking to Keto.
What do we do?
Okay, let's move in.
Well, if it isn't Yagami-san, Kamurocho's finest private eye.
You again.
This had better be the last time I see you in this center. Are you aware that I filed a complaint with the Bar Association about you?
Aren't you the Vice Minister of Health?
My name is Ichinose.
Yeah, I remember you from the other day. Looks like you come here often.
Of course. The success of AD9 is a matter of national importance. As such, there are a great many discussions that need to be had, patents, legislation, alike. Now I suggest you leave before I call the guards to escort you out.
So much for the plan. Shono's gonna be on red alert after that. Doubt he'll be coming down through the lobby now. What do we do? Let's go, Yagami-san.